Two white lines trail across a light blue screen. They form the outline of 4 people. 2 appear to be supporting the others. They reform into the Social Care Institute for Excellence logo. Sharing knowledge, improving lives. The screen fades to black. Moving images of care leavers. The title Care Leavers Stories journeys through the care system. The Sky, British Library and Heritage Lottery Fund logos. In 2013, 4 specially trained young care leavers conducted oral history interviews with older care experienced people. The interviews are 2 to 3 hours long and are recorded on digital video. The interviews are permanently stored in the British Library's Oral History Archive. This film includes extracts from a range of interviews. It illustrates some of the main themes covered in the archive. Entering the care system, a series of interviews.
I can remember it like yesterday, really, to be honest. I can remember the social worker coming into the school and the rest of the school left. They went home, and felt so odd because I went to the caretaker's house after school and stayed with the caretaker and had dinner in their house, which felt quite strange. And I kind of remember being told, excuse me, I remember being told that I was going to stay somewhere for the night because my mum wasn't very well.
And then it was actually one day being met from school by the police rather than by my mother. Then suddenly I would be coming to school in a minibus from an assessment centre. So even then I realised that I was seen as a bit different.
I spent most of my time in and out of care. There was long periods of time with my mum, but every now and then something would happen and we'd end up in care. Until I was about 10 when we went into care for the final time. We started off with foster parents.
The title, Being in Care.
If it was a Friday night, it'd be a takeaway night. If it was Tuesday night, it was snooker. If it was Wednesday, it was cinema. So there'd be activities in the evening after school.
They had rules. Never play on a Sunday. You'll just sit quiet and be quiet, They have good days and bad days. But I say they weren't cruel to us. They were very good. We was fed well and everything.
Morning prayers done, breakfast eaten, breakfast cleared away, washed up, more jobs done. Jobs inspected, definitely.
The title, Ways of Coping.
When situations are overwhelming and unpleasant, I used to just try and find an exit. So I used to run away. And I ran away from home, and I also ran away from children's homes.
I loved going to primary school. It was like a haven because the teachers, were caring and took care of me. My headmaster knew my situation. He even came. My headmaster came with me to visit my second foster carers all the way in Somerset.
I actually had counselling appointment today. Having that person there that can talk through certain things and not explain, but help you understand why and how to deal with the feelings and emotions of it all. It's a bit like, well, yeah.
The title, Leaving the Care System.
I got a flat with my friend, but we didn't get any help to get that. There's no help. There was no aftercare. It was like, bye. There was no support. There was no bridge.
Today it sounds silly that I didn't know how to pay a gas bill, electric bill. I didn't. Because in the children's home, they've done everything for you. They've done a lot, mate.
For once in my life, I had somewhere where there was no rules. I was the rule maker. No one could come in and tell me to do this, do that. No one could say to me, you have to do that, you have to do this.
I've been living in my flat now independently for almost 5 years. And when there's not much money around, you learn to sort of be, budget and, manage your money effectively and sort of shop around and use coupons and, and when so many sort of things happen that sort of directly affect you, I think you notice it more when you're living by yourself than opposed to if you're living home with mum and dad.
A screen displaying key learning points. People enter care for different reasons and by different routes. Being in care can make you feel you're a different kind of person to those who are not. Supportive adults like teachers, social workers and counsellors can make a real difference. People who leave care continue to need support. A screen displaying further information. To find out more about the Care Leavers Stories project, visit scie.org.uk. To view the archive, visit bl.co.uk. Thanks to everyone involved in the making of this film, filmed and directed by Flexible Films. The Sky logo, copyright 2013.